We take a look at example 3 here. We want to give some examples of variables that would be discrete and some variables that would be continuous. Let's start with discrete. Let me make this a little bit thicker too. So a discrete variable, what you have to remember, it has to be counted. You're going to count a discrete variable. Whereas when we do continuous variables, we're going to measure them. So for example, how about the number of sales you make in a week? If you work at a used car lot, you get paid by the number of cars you sell. So that would be discrete. The volume of milk you buy in a store. Because when you buy it in a store, it's going to come in cartons, so you would count the number of cartons. The number of defective parts. Those are things you count, so that would be a discrete variable because the part is either defective or it's not. Now when we do continuous variables, you're going to look at measuring. So it'll be something you measure. So time usually is continuous, but if you count it, then it would be discrete. So it's kind of a tricky one. Let's say when we're thinking of fracking, the depth at which you strike oil. It could be a whole bunch of numbers there. Okay. We could do the volume of milk could produced by a cow. See how the same variable can be continuous or discrete depending on the context. Because you wouldn't count for a cow, you would just measure. And then the proportion of defective parts. Rather than counting the parts, we're looking at the proportion of the total. So that could be any number in that range.